Right now at noon, a Portage teacher is charged after admitting to a sexual relationship with a student. And millions of Americans are traveling this Memorial Day weekend. What COVID rules you'll see at the airport this holiday.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Mark is off today. I'm Leah Lynchide. We start with some breaking news at this hour. A Portage teacher is facing charges for having a sexual relationship with a student. Portage police say 35-year-old Abby Dibbs of Cross Plains was arrested on Wednesday. Officers say the district contacted them after hearing of an inappropriate relationship between Dibbs and a male student that had become sexual. She's now charged with 2 counts of sexual assault of a student by school staff. The criminal complaint says Dibbs admitted to the crime. She's currently in the Columbia County Jail and could be back in court later today. We're hearing from the Portage School District this afternoon. The district says Dibbs is no longer employed there and will not be returning to the classroom. It said in a statement it feels confident district buildings are safe and secure for all students and staff. They also thanked law enforcement for their involvement in the case. 12:01, your time on this Friday. Certainly doesn't feel like the start of summer out there, right? But at least we don't have snow here in Madison. Take a look at these photos. These are from Angela Rollison out of Osseo, Wisconsin. If you're not familiar, that's the northern part of Trempealeau County, just north of La Crosse. Our sister station up there says they are seeing a snow-rain mixture, but they expected it to be melted by this afternoon. This looks like a scene right out of December, January, February, Austin.
Yeah.
This is not May weather in Wisconsin, or is it? We are in Wisconsin.
You know, it's not out of the question, but it is very rare. So seeing that actually falling here early this morning up north, I mean, it's a sight to see, just like you said. It's very interesting to watch out for there. And even that picture right there, quite a bit of white. They saw even a pretty decent dusting in some spots.
Okay, so if you're getting a little nervous at home, is it going to be cold and snowy for my Memorial Day weekend?
Oh, well,
Austin, you have some good news.
I do have some great news, exactly. First of all, the snow pictures that we just showed you, that's just a good indication that it could always be worse. It's not pretty outside right now, but it's not snowing. 44 degrees right now in Madison. It's a very breezy, chilly day, and we're seeing a lot of drizzle and even some of those lighter rain showers. So we definitely do not have a great day to be outside right now. It doesn't feel too nice, but take a look at this Doppler track. Some of the snowfall that we actually saw even on the radar here this morning, now it has fizzled out. So no more snow up north. Hopefully the last time we'll see it in northern Wisconsin this season. But hey, I mean, there's no guarantees in the world of weather. But our wind speeds right now are elevated. We're seeing about 10 to 20 miles per hour for a lot of communities, even up to 26 miles per hour in Janesville. So it is a pretty breezy day overall for today. And our temperatures, well, they're not warming up too much. Low to mid 40s as of right now. Temperatures will fall later on tonight. We actually have quite a few frost advisories now in effect, especially here for most of us. Janesville not included right now, but some of our northern communities actually have a freeze warning. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll show you how low these temperatures will go later on tonight and a look at a pretty fantastic weekend coming up not too far from now.
Okay, so we are looking ahead to the weekend. You thinking it's going to be, you know, time for us to spend time outdoors?
I think there's going to be plenty of time to spend outdoors this weekend. We just have to get through today, and then afterwards, I think we're golden.
Austin, thank you very much. To our vaccination numbers now. Right now in Wisconsin, nearly 42% of residents have completed their vaccine series. 47.5%, or more than 2.7 million people, have at least one of their shots. And in Dane County, we're among the highest counties in the country when it comes to vaccinated folks. At least 66% have at least one shot. 57% have completed their series. And new case numbers at this hour nationwide. Some 10% of people in the United States have had COVID-19. That's according to Johns Hopkins University. It's reporting more than 33 million reported cases in the U.S. But the CDC says those numbers are likely an undercount. The agency believes the actual number might be closer to 115 million, or 1/3 of all Americans. Official counts are highest in North Dakota, Rhode Island, and South Dakota. They're the lowest in Hawaii, Vermont, and Oregon. Some good news. The CDC says cases, hospitalizations, and deaths will continue to fall over the next month. It's all because more and more people are getting vaccinated. Already 10 states have reached the president's goal of getting 70% of adults at least one dose by the 4th of July. Still, there is concern over vaccine hesitancy and when kids can get their shots. And even though these numbers are on their way down, the CDC still forecasts a total of up to 606,000 deaths by June 19th. That means there could be more than 12,000 more lives lost between now and then. 12:05 now. Travelers are taking off and hitting the road this holiday weekend, including these guys at Mitchell Airport in Milwaukee. 1 in 4 Americans are planning to travel in the next few days, the most since the pandemic has started. Michael George has the story from New York's LaGuardia Airport.
What a difference a year makes. This is what LAX looked like a year ago, and now the crowds are back. It's the same at airports all across the country.
I'm really excited. We've been cooped up in our houses for so long.
To be able to fly again is wonderful.
More than 37 million people are expected to travel this weekend, a 60% increase from last year, when most of us were in the pandemic lockdown. Sultana Shuma is headed to a wedding in Detroit.
I knew it was going to be busy. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm vaccinated and I'm hoping for a good trip.
For now, that trip must include a federally mandated mask in all airports and on all planes. Joshua Fergoso is urging his traveling companions to follow the rules.
I told everyone right now, put your mask on because I don't want to get kicked off the flight.
But with flights crowded and not everyone on board with the rules, there's been an uptick in problems. Overnight, Southwest Airlines confirmed it banned a passenger for punching a flight attendant last weekend during a dispute. Many people, about 34 million, will actually hit the road instead of flying, even though gas prices are more than $1 a gallon higher than last year. No matter how they get there, most travelers are just happy to get out this holiday weekend. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Now, despite the surge in travel compared to last year, there are still nearly 6 million fewer people traveling, 13% less people than this time in 2019. At the state capitol, Wisconsin Democrats are calling on Republicans to take action after the Republican-controlled legislature gavelled in and gavelled out of a special session on expanding Medicaid earlier this week.
The Republican-controlled state legislature in Wisconsin needs to accept the federal investment in our Badger Care program, expand quality health care coverage to over 90,000 working Wisconsinites, and save taxpayers money.
This is not creating a welfare state, as the Republicans would like to put it. It is creating better health care for Wisconsinites.
Expanding the state's Medicaid program would have given the state a one-time bonus of $1 billion in federal money. Governor Evers had planned to use that money on a number of projects across the state to help the state's economic recovery from the pandemic. Republicans say everyone who wants insurance in Wisconsin has access and options. On the West Coast on this Friday, we're learning more details about the possible warning signs before a mass shooting in San Jose left 9 people and the shooter dead. An official confirms to CBS News Samuel Cassidy had been detained by Customs and Border Patrol after an overseas trip he took in 2016. He had writings with him about terrorism and notes detailing hatred for his job. Police say more than 100 people were at the VTA facility when Cassidy arrived. He had 3 semi-automatic handguns and 32 high-capacity magazines, all of which are illegal in California. Cassidy was scheduled to attend a disciplinary hearing the day of the shooting for allegedly making racist remarks to his coworkers. Senate Republicans have blocked the creation of a bipartisan panel to study the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. The Senate fell short of the 60 votes needed to consider a House-passed bill that would have formed a 10-member commission, evenly split between the two parties. Republican leaders opposed the bill. They say that Democrats will use the commission for political gains, and they say there are other investigations already underway. 4 people died that day. A police officer collapsed and died afterward of what authorities said were natural causes. All right, 12:09 on your Friday. Let's take a look at what's coming up ahead on News 3 Now at noon.
A chance for grocery shoppers to cash in on their COVID vaccine. And frozen pizza arrives in pastry form. I'm Elise Preston at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
The
Memorial Day 72-hour mattress sale is this weekend. Shop top brand doorbuster beds like these up to 60% off while they last. And get the best deal in the country on Tempur-Pedic, plus 6 years interest-free. Don't miss one of the biggest mattress sales of the year. Ashley Home Store.
Want to know how we make your glasses so fast? It's all done right here. With a lab in every store, our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish. You get them in as little as 30 minutes. No cut corners, just quality, affordable glasses. Only at iMart Express.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Okay, guys, we've been through a lot together. And we all know sometimes it gets hard, but it's okay to not feel okay. You know what helps? A good book or going for a walk. Not now, Fred. But what really helps is to talk to someone. Because to take care of each other, you gotta take care of you. If you need to talk to someone, your doctor will listen. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes. In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
The Memorial Day 72-hour sale is Saturday through Monday with a preview day Friday at Ashley Home Store. Don't miss doorbusters up to 60% off while they last. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our sale prices and pay as little as $17 a month for rooms you'll love. Ashley Home Store.
Americans are shifting their spending priorities. According to the Commerce Department, consumer spending ticked up 0.5% in April. Households shelled out more on dining out and travel as COVID restrictions eased and more people got vaccinated. Microsoft warns Russian hackers have targeted more than 150 agencies this week in another major cyber attack. The tech giant says the group Nobilium gained access to nearly 3,000 email accounts after sending phishing emails that appeared legit. A chunk of the victims were in the U.S. and tied to humanitarian organizations. The same hackers are believed to be behind last year's SolarWinds cyber attack. Don't expect to throw a big bash at the Airbnb you've rented. The company says it's extending a ban on parties in homes listed on its platform. The ban first began last August. Airbnb says it plans to provide an update on the policy by the end of summer. When and how often do you check in on social media? According to an AT&T survey, 41% of millennials and Gen Zers spend about 2 to 3 hours on social media daily. 30% of respondents said they peruse posts while using the restroom at work, privacy being the reason as to why. And 1 in 4 said they do the most scrolling before going to sleep. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Elise Preston.
12:14 now. Let's take a look at the numbers on Wall Street on this Friday noon hour. The Dow up a lot. The NASDAQ and S&P also trending upward to end out the week. Okay, attention Costco members. One of your favorite things about warehouse shopping, making a return. Free food samples are coming back next month. Costco eliminated samples 14 months ago amid the COVID pandemic. When they return, they'll look a little different this year. Workers will prepare the samples in smaller batches behind plexiglass and distribute them one at a time. Still good news there. All right, there is more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Another cool and gloomy day, but don't worry, we do have a warm-up in time for Memorial Day. Meteorologist Austin Kopniski planning out our holiday weekend in his certified most accurate forecast after the break.
Tonight on CBS, it's the Dick Van Dyke Show, now in living color, followed by Magnum PI and Blue Bloods. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Get your lawn and garden ready for summer with help from Menards. Create an attractive outdoor living space with Menards' great selection of landscape blocks. Whether it's flawless landscaping, a spacious patio, or a sturdy retaining wall, there's no limit to what you can create. Save on everything to update your home, including 11% off all landscape blocks. Menards is dedicated to service and quality, and we carry everything to help start your next project today.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Hupy and Abraham has been voted best by the public year after year. Now, top media outlets have rated them best personal injury law firm.
You have one opportunity to call the best.
Hupy and Abraham.
They got me $750,000.
Over $1 million.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call Hupy and Abraham, 800-800-5678 right now.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture at Wanakee Furniture ETC, the #1 Smith Brothers dealer in the nation. That's right, per square footage, we sell more Smith Brothers than anyone else. So let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Want to know what the day's weather will be like where you live? Well, that's easy. Just ask me. Here's how. Record a short video on your phone. State your name, where you're from, and simply say,
I'm Sam from Madison. Hey, Chris, plan my day.
Then send it to me by email, and I'll give you a personal forecast right here on News 3 Now this morning. This is your chance to be on TV. So just send me a video and say,
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris, plan our day.
Plan your day with Chris, only on News 3 Now this morning. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
12:18 now. Let's check in with Pam Yonke from the Midwest Farm Report. Pam, what is it, 4:30 in the morning or what? I'm confused.
Yeah, and the only thing that's different is the weather. It has improved slightly compared to when we were talking this morning, Leah, but you're right. That is the underlying conversation we're having today is what in the world's going on out there. I was paying close attention to the forecast and the optimism that's in it, but the damage may have already been done for some of our field crops as well as our high-value produce. I just got off the phone with Dr. Sean Conley, our University Extension soybean specialist. He's also our small grain specialist. And he said, we'll know the damage done to our soybeans in the next 24 to 36 hours. There's really no protection that soybeans can find out there. It doesn't matter what stage of growth they are. If it's through the soil surface, chances are that we might have seen some damage. Now, in southern Wisconsin, to your point about the temperatures, we probably didn't get hit as hard as those places that are probably north of Highway 10, where they did see snow on the ground and may have seen some temperatures that went as low as 28 degrees for a prolonged period of time. That is not good. The only upside of this occurring right now, Conley said that a lot of farmers, if their fields were damaged or completely decimated by the cold weather, they should have a chance to get back in and replant those fields with relatively little yield lag, so long as they can find the varieties. He said he would stick with the same varieties that you planted, just heavy up the population. Now, the wheat situation is another one that's going to take a little longer to find out about the damage. Some some of the wheat in Wisconsin was at the flowering stage, and if it got hit by those cold temperatures, well, then we may have to get out there and start harvesting it for whatever we can get next week. So kind of a story in development. Barrel cheese today finishes the week down a nickel at $1.57. 40-pound block cheese down 3 3/4 cents at $1.53. Double A butter closes the week at $1.81 per pound. And of course, no markets, no Yankee on Memorial Monday. So let's hope that things warm back up because, there's a lot of people that had outdoor plans in mind. I think they may be rethinking that or definitely adjusting the wardrobe they're taking along for the weekend.
Yeah, you know my new dog's staying inside. Pam, you got plans for the weekend? Staying in town or are you going up to the farm?
No, I'm going up to the farm. We had wild ideas of finishing things up this weekend. We'll just wait and see. I will be the last farmer that plants in Wisconsin this year, I swear.
Keep the shelties inside, too. See you, Pam. Have a good weekend.
See ya. Yep.
12:20 now. Let's talk to Austin about maybe warming things up around here, Austin. What do you got for us?
Oh, we need the warm up. As we mentioned here, we are really struggling right now with those cooler temperatures, but hey, there is good news in sight for this weekend. Right now, this is not what our weekend's going to look like. Lots of clouds outside. We're seeing some drizzle, some lighter rain showers as well. But a few things of note. We're going to warm things back up over this weekend. I'm going to start with the good news here. A dry Saturday and Sunday, and only a slight chance for a shower on Monday. Memorial Day Monday looks dry right now, but there is just a slim chance to see a passing shower or storm. Showers, however, for today, windy and chilly. Not a good combination all to have in one day. And then the skies actually clear out later on tonight, and that means for us, frost is possible in the overnight hours tonight and early tomorrow morning. Now, our Doppler track, again, is not really very impressive. We're only seeing some of those lighter rain showers, but where we really aren't seeing these greens, there is still some of that lighter drizzle here and there. Taking a step back, this really isn't a major system, so we're not going to see a ton of overall rainfall, but it just doesn't make for a nice overall day. Notice how these rain chances really drop off for both Saturday and Sunday, only bumping up to around 20% by the time we reach this next Monday. And then afterwards, we're only looking at about 10 to 30% afterwards. So that means good news for us. We do look to dry things out. And even our 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook does show that we're going to be very close to average with how much rain we really are expecting. But then you take a peek at our future track. I want to show you this not only for the precipitation. The rain's going to be moving out here later on in the afternoon and evening hours. But what we're really looking at is the clearing skies. That's not good news for us, actually, in the overnight hours tonight, because look at what that does to our temperatures. 35 in Madison by around 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, 34 in Lone Rock and Bosca Bell, Wisconsin Dells at around 33 degrees. So patchy frost is definitely possible. Then we actually warm things up. By tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at the mid-60s, and then much of the same here for our Sunday, but actually a little bit warmer. We're going to see the upper 60s returning and possibly some low 70s as well. So with those cooler temperatures expected, we have frost advisories in effect here for tonight. Now, really, the Janesville area is the only place that does not have that frost advisory in effect, but with temperatures falling still in those mid to upper 30s in the overnight hours, we really need to take note of that here tonight. Current temperatures still very chilly, lower to mid 40s as of right now. Wind speeds are still pretty strong, especially down to our south and southeast. Janesville right now, 26 miles per hour for those sustained breezes. So it's really not a great day overall. Tonight's low 35 degrees. We're going to clear out the skies, no more rain, but cooler temperatures. Again, cover those sensitive plants if you have them. And then your 10-day forecast does show a big warm-up as soon as tomorrow. Saturday afternoon, a high of 64 degrees with some sunshine. Much of the same on Sunday with the upper 60s and partly sunny skies. Just that slight chance of a shower or storm on Monday. Most of the day is going to stay dry with the upper 60s. This weekend looks fantastic after today.
At any wind this weekend? Is that going to make things cool?
That's going to significantly drop off as well here over the weekend. So thankfully, we're just really sitting pretty here for these next few days.
Good to hear. Austin, thank you. 12:23 now. There is more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Just in time for Memorial Day, today we're sharing a perfectly patriotic dessert. It's easy, yummy, and I'll show you how to make it, so stick around.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This is a giant eyesore.
All you have to do is point.
Nice! Take that! Oh, baby, this is fun.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
Steinhoffel's Memorial Day sale is happening now. Start with 35 to 50% off store-wide. Then take an extra $100 off when you spend $14.99. Plus, get a free Yeti cooler with any $39.99 purchase. Get this queen mattress just $349. 5-piece dining set now $7.99. A queen bed only $8.99. A 2-piece sectional just $10.99. Save big during Steinhoffel's Memorial Day sale. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Ready, set, summer. With Memorial Day savings, you can get creative and leave boring behind. Use your phone as a savings power tool. Pour on the Do It and give your Outlook a whole new look. Keep it budget friendly with Memorial Day savings. Ready, set, summer. Your move. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
It's that time of year again. How can we help? Could you haul this away for me? Oh, it's gone. There was stuff here. Amazing.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
Can you believe it's already Memorial Day weekend? It's a time to remember all the heroes who gave of their lives so we can live in freedom. As a way to honor them and to keep our red, white, and blue front and center this weekend, we came up with a patriotic stacked poke cake. After baking a white cake mix according to the package directions, we poke each cooled layer with the handle of a wooden or metal spoon. To fill these holes, we mix a jar of marshmallow cream, half with red food coloring and the other half with blue. The red goes on one cake and the blue goes on the other. This is going to ensure that every bite will be looking as patriotic as can be. Next, we'll stack these up and frost the whole thing with whipped topping. A few berries go on top to give this cake its finishing patriotic look. Then, it's ready to serve. From the decadent marshmallow cream filling to the fresh-tasting berries, this cake is crazy good. To get the recipe for our patriotic poke cake, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an all-American way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
12:28 now. Austin's got your certified most accurate forecast for your long weekend. Hey, Austin.
You know, it's a good one for this weekend, too. We have to get through today, but once we do, we are in for a great one. Saturday and Sunday, mid to upper 60s. Quite a bit of sunshine for tomorrow, and then for Sunday, upper 60s as well. Main thing that we're watching out for, frost tonight. Look at the low temperature by tomorrow morning, 35 degrees. Cover your sensitive plants if you have them.
Austin, thank you very much. And thanks for joining us at this noon hour. Folks, stay dry. Have a great holiday weekend. I'm signing off. We'll see you back here at 4.